When there's a conflict between the parents, there is a significant impact on the child. I think these are some of the simple ways to manage themselves emotionally at home. Hi everyone, this is Banika Ahuja. I'm a psychologist and I work with adolescents and young adults for their mental health care. When you're home and when you're in a situation like this, it's important to find your own safe space at home. That could be maybe in your room, in a particular corner, maybe it could be in the kitchen, anywhere which is away from the room that your parents are fighting in, away from that, safe, you're unable to hear them, and you can engage in some activity which would help you to cut off that, that negative thought or that emotion and that feeling of being in fear, of being scared and being unhappy. Any activity to sort of make you feel safe in that moment. That could be watching YouTube videos, it could be gaming, it could be painting, it could be dancing, cooking, anything at all, studying. Whatever you can do to keep yourself feel safe and engaged in a productive way would be important over here, okay? If you have a good bond with your parents or either parent, then do feel that you have the right to go to talk to them. Maybe they don't know that they are fighting in front of you so much. Maybe they don't know it because parents make mistakes as well. So make them aware. Let them know that their fighting is not appreciated, that you are being affected by it and that you're feeling scared or whatever emotion you're going through. Make them aware and tell them that, okay, don't fight in front of me if you have to fight, or just talk to them and figure out what can be done about that together. Chances are, if you make them aware, then they would take the necessary precautions to, keep you away from that particular fight, right? Take up sports and physical activities. So, emotions are basically energies in our body, and it is up to you how you choose to manifest that energy. Now, if I am feeling upset, then I can go and break something. At the same time, if I have the energy of being upset, I can use that energy in maybe playing an instrument or playing football or maybe dancing. So that physical outlet is extremely important for you if you're undergoing several emotions. It will help you to manifest them in a very productive way. And that would give your brain some clarity to think of, okay, now what? Okay. Next, feel free to please reach out for professional help. It could be your school counselor, it could be your teacher that you're comfortable with, it could be with a professional otherwise. But do reach out, because having the support of somebody while you're going through something like that at home with your parents being in conflict is extremely crucial for your well-being. Next, remind yourself that maybe they're having this fight nowadays because they are stressed about something else. So don't jump to conclusions. Oh, okay, they're having fights, or they're going to get a divorce, or they hate each other, or they hate me. Remind yourself to not jump to conclusions. Allow yourself to think of different reasons because of which they may be fighting right now. Maybe they're only fighting these days because there is stress at work, or maybe they've had a bad day and they've come back and they're taking it out on each other. Again, nobody's perfect, not even our parents. So just allow yourself to think of that and not jump to the worst case scenario. Okay. Next, it's very important to also build your own healthy relations. So because you have been privy to your parents engaging in argumentative conflicts, physical or verbal, does not mean that no other relationship can be created in a healthy, in a productive, in a positive way. So try and remind yourself to not create that sort of a negative thought pattern, that all relationships are meant to be like this. Okay? Allow yourself to build your own healthy relations with your friends, with your siblings, with your teachers, with your counselor, with your relatives as well. because there are people who are out there who will be ready to support you, ready to build that positive, healthy relation with you. So please allow that to happen. When you're constantly observing your family's your family's way of behaving, their way of perceiving, their way of responding to life's challenges, I think once we are maybe in our early 20s, it's important for us to not just observe and learn, but to observe and say, okay, how she reacted right now, I think I could have done this. So you're not just imbibing exactly what they're doing and not being happy with it either. You're observing what they're doing. You're pointing out that, okay, I'm not okay with this, and what I can do in the future is this, right? The more you make yourself aware of alternative behavioral patterns which would be helpful and healthy for you in your life, the more chances there are of you actually practicing them. So be open to observing them, open to learning, and making your own alternative response patterns, your own positive and healthy coping mechanisms, because your well-being is in your hands.